Let's punch some people in the face. Self-defense wise, of course. All right, kids, we're back. We're going to be going over some martial arts. And welcome back. Dominick Izzo out here. Izzo Wing Chun, and let's get violent. Now, I went over this guy before. I was pretty impressed with one of the first fights that I saw. Xiao Long, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. No disrespect whatsoever. And we're going to take a look at him against J Money in another scrapyard, little backyard fight. We'll take a look at it. Guys, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And when you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notification on all the videos. Put out videos several times during the week. You could support the channel by going in the description. There's a link for Buy Me a Coffee. If you love what we do and you're like, Izzo, keep doing it. The world of Wing Chun depends on it because you're the only one out there who makes sense, then buy me a coffee. Show your support for the channel. And then do not forget to join us live on Saturdays, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central, noon Pacific. I screwed that up. 3 Eastern, 2 Central, 1 Mountain, noon Pacific. The phones are open, then call in. We go dojo to dojo on the internet, look at some stuff, stir up some trouble, and getting fights on the internet, if you will. Call in and let's have a conversation. All right, let's go take a look at this again. Thanks for the Scrapyard YouTube channel for this up here. If we're looking at J Money, 5'8", they're both 5'8". They both weigh around the same. Just a couple inches difference in a reach. 21 years old versus 29. 29, you're still in fighting shape. He's 1-0-1. I wonder if this is before the fight breakdown I saw, because I thought he decisively won that other one. So maybe he's 1-1 at this point. And we're going to take a look at this and see how they do. So, and it doesn't really, I don't know if they got the styles or whatever they're.
Fighting on the Bremerton, just here to fight. Shalom, just got to learn and get better.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Scrapyard for an MMA fight. Shout out to the sponsors, Peixoto Premium Clothing Brand and HKA USA.
We'll help support them.
Your sponsors around, check them out. Yep. Links are in the description of both of those.
Why not?
Guys, be safe and fight hard.
Okay.
You guys both know the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times.
Sure.
Touch the gloves now and go to the
I'm not going to lie. They got on those, I don't know, I know nothing about MMA. Is this the size of gloves they got? You get punched in the face with that, man. That hurts. More power to them.
Timer.
Let's take a look.
Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Yep. Scrap hard, round 1.
Let's go out. Let's go. See if we got some Wing Chun here.
Uh-oh. In the PGA score.
Down, Joe. Get him off here. Get him off here. Right, get him. Punch him in the air.
Oh, for the hit in the ear.
That's right, Joe. Keep control. Take control, Joe.
Bear hug, Joe. Breathe.
You know.
Take him out, J Money.
I'll wrap your leg.
Joe, move behind you. Joe, get low. Get down to his legs.
J Money.
Drop your level.
Get the leg.
Hey, get him down. There you go. All right, Joe, move. Get out and move. Lift up. Keep him in. Break his head off.
I'm not convinced that either one of these guys really does know how to grapple.
Yeah, go on him, Joe. Break his hands and go on him. Yeah, go on him. Posture up and go. Joe, posture up and hold your aim pole. Put your feet on his hips.
Stand up.
Put your feet on his hips. There you go, Joe. Put some weight on him.
Swing, J Money.
That's ugly. Oh, that's ugly.
Yeah, Joe, break his hands and swing. Go on him.
Swing. Swing.
There you go, Joe. Stay on him. 30 seconds. Posture back up. Put your feet on his hips. There you go. Posture back up and start going. Flags will kick him off of you. Lock your hands together, Shalom. Do a headlock on his arm right now. Grab your hands. Squeeze. Joe, get up. Break his hands off. Round's almost over.
All right, let's go back and let's check out this round here. And if we see any Wing Chun, what I like and what I don't like, where Wing Chun principles apply in. In the first video I broke down with him, we saw a lot more Wing Chun concept come into play. But again, it goes to show you that it's not the style or the system, it's the fighter. Well, how do you make Wing Chun work against everybody all the time? I don't know if that's even possible. You have to, but the concepts never fail. You know, a center line punch can fail because you could hit somebody in the face, could knock somebody out, but on somebody else it does nothing. But the concepts never fail, coming straight down the line, recovery, elbow position, those things never fail. So let's take a look at this. Do we have any Wing Chun off the bat? All right, yeah, he's trying to keep his structure. You know, guy here, J Money here, obviously has a lower level. I have no idea what kind of style fighting he has. And I don't like this. You change your structure to go to a kick. And a lot of times in Wing Chun, this is why I can't see people, you don't teach kicks. This is probably one of the number one reasons. When you kick, I don't care who you are, your hands drop for counterbalance. I mean, unless you are spending thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on your kicks as much as you do your strikes, you're not used, your hands drop. I mean, if this connected, it's just bad. So we have to look again. I don't like to see this from the get-go. You know, here, boom, boom, and he waits, comes in, and he drops. And he's going for a side kick in there. I don't know. Immediately, he does start to cover up. What I do like is you could tell he's been hit before because he's not turning his back. Most people, when they get hit and they have no fighting experience, they turn their back and shell up. You know, we go to the fetal position. He's not. I like that. He's got double foot style back of the head. He's keeping his elbows tight into his body, but now all of a sudden he goes for an underhook. I did see some things where it looks like he started to face here. Go for an underhook. I don't mind that. That underhook can turn into a tan sao and a wu sao, and there are applications for it there. I like that. So he knows where the core is and the body, and you can see he goes to take his right hand and posts it on the body to start pushing him away. He said right there, he goes to dig, to push, then he comes up, more grappling. I don't think either one of these guys really know how to grapple at all. Yeah, he's looking for that Wing Chun energy. Coming in, sinking, lowering his level. I like this, trying to obstruct the leg. He should be locking up at least, going in some underhooks, which you can't. They're in Wing Chun. I like this. This is one of my favorite things. He's taking his head and he's affecting his spine. I must have gone over this 100 times when I was coaching wrestling last season, which is these kids come up, they lock up, and they go forehead to forehead. And I'm like, why are you not taking your forehead into his ear? Forehead to forehead, we're equal powered. Forehead to ear, I'm digging you, I'm turning your spine. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting his head into his ear to fold his spine so that his structure's off. So I like that. That's attacking the core. I'm liking what he's doing there. Going a little bit too much over it. Trying inside control. Bad position there. That's a rear naked choke waiting to happen. He realizes it. He goes to cover, facing. No, I don't like this. I think that he's not confident what he's doing. This has to be before. This has to be before his the one fight that I covered and liked. But, he's doing what he can. And then, he's got some blows coming in. I think that I would like to see a forearm, if I was J Mud, forearm right in the throat. I don't know if you could do that in this. But again, it is what it is. This is uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what J Money should be doing. Digging his face, digging that elbow right in his mandible. Try to dislocate his jaw. I mean, crunch it right there. These punches do nothing because he's in a bad position. They should be doing something. And you can see that Zhao starts throwing hands up, just like the Buji, if you will, to kind of negate the punches. They really don't do much. Going in for spinal manipulation again, too. Control the head, the spine. So no real Wing Chun in here, but he's actively looking for concepts. And so I think this has to be his first, the second fight, if he's 0-1 at this point. So yeah, let's see how he does in the second round. No real Wing Chun in that. Yeah. I like, let's jump ahead.
Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Round 2, let's go.
Yeah, that hand is dropped. That's bad news. He's got to be tired because it is a lot of work. And you look at him. Look at his eyes. Look at Jay Money's eyes. He's looking, man. He knows where to look. He's looking at his eyes. He shouldn't be. Got to look at nothing, see everything. Look at that center mass area. You will avoid everything. Jay Money's not as tired. The Wing Chun guy's kind of tired a little bit. He's dropped his guard.
All right, y'all. Let's go, Jay Money. Don't let it go to the ground.
I don't like that. I can't stand that when we all go to chase hands. We use our hands to chase the leg. I can't stand that. Well, yeah, what are you swatting that down for? You're going to break your hand and it does nothing. And you don't have a Wing Chun stance here, right? We're not squared up. You're bladed. Well, you're bladed because you don't want to get hit.
Let's go, Jay Money. Get your bread.
Punch. Let's hit him with that 1-2. 1-2, straight to the chin.
All right, there was an opening. Not bad. Again, longest weapon towards torso. He gets a good shot in. That was good Wing Chun concept. By attacking, you are defending. He attacked him with a kick, and you saw how it took the rest of the energy out. I mean, was that Wing Chun? No. Was that a Wing Chun concept? Sure. But it's also a concept for other martial arts as well, too.
Let's go.
Okay. No, there's no Wing Chun in that, but that was good. And it does show the effectiveness of combinations and continuing the strike. No Wing Chun in that. You get no points for that, but you get points for a knockout.
All right, in round 2, you've seen it right here.
Oh, well, good for him. Again, by the fight that I saw the first time that I critiqued, I liked him a lot better. This time, I'm not impressed, but then again, this is probably one of the first ones he's done. There was no Wing Chun to be seen in this. But if I'm critiquing this as a fight, here's the things I did like. He didn't give up. He didn't give his back. You know, I mean, the kid kept turning and facing, and he kept in the fight. This kid's got a fighter's mindset. I like it. So I like that the first video I critiqued of him, we saw more Wing Chun, which just shows that he's evolving. I mean, this video is already 2 or 3 years old, so I'm curious to see where he's at now or even more if he's still doing this. He's got the base and the foundation, which is the mentality, right? The fighter's spirit, the mindset. So I like that. And that J Money too, dude. They both, what I really like both about it too is they both have the fun energy for fighting. And victory goes to he who enters the ring. You got to think about how many people don't have the balls to do it because of just that. You get punched, you get knocked out, and it's humbling. It's real humbling. But other than this, I like the base of what I saw. I like seeing he tried to get some concepts in. You could tell it's like, ooh, I remember this in class. I want to try and do it. But it just wasn't working. And the more that you do this kind of things in reality, you're going to see what does work. And what we saw worked is he used his distance. He used other arts he studies. And, he had a side kick to the face. And, well, it wasn't a side kick to the face. I think it was a top of the foot. Side kick is with the side of your foot. And then he followed up with a straight punch right in with a straight right, and he ended the fight. So good job. He won. That's all I care about. So it's good stuff. Guys, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment below. Let me know what you think. Join us on Saturdays live, 3 p.m. Eastern. You can call in. We'll talk about all things martial arts. We'll raid other people's dojos, have fun, talk shit, all that kind of stuff. Support the channel. Click the link in the description below. Buy a coffee. Make sure you help us continue forward. And as always, stay violent, my friends.